Stingray Security is a made-in-Canada product developed to avoid online attacks and data breaches before they happen.
Before we show you what we've built, first let's talk a little about the problem we're trying to solve. According to the FBI, last year alone there were more than $16 billion in losses reported from cybercrime in the United States alone.
Add to that another $646 million Canadian dollars in reported losses last year in Canada, including more than $300 million from investment fraud alone. And these are just the reported losses. The actual losses are likely much higher.
Of the $16 billion in losses reported to the FBI last year, more than $6.5 billion were from investment fraud. The top 3 cybercrimes, by number of complaints, were phishing attacks, personal data breaches, and extortion. As a group, people over the age of 60 suffered the most losses, nearly $5 billion in the US alone.
Perhaps most frightening was that the US numbers were a 33% increase from just the year before, in 2023.
While there are already many billions of dollars being deployed to fight this global problem, incidents continue to increase and there remains much to be done.
At Stingray, we chose to focus on prevention, particularly at the individual level. We wanted to drastically reduce the number of reported losses. And in doing so, that meant a product that was both incredibly easy to use and one that is cost-effective. Currently, Stingray is completely free for everyone.
To align with those goals, we started with a browser plugin. We won't go into too many details today, but the forefront of protection against individual cybercrime is in the web browser. We started with Google Chrome, as it has more than 65% of global browser market share. We are already working on a Safari version as well, which covers the next 15%.
Without further ado, let's have a look at what we've built.
Let's start with email. Even rough estimates guess at billions of spam and phishing emails being sent every day. Here we see a Gmail or Google Workspace product, accessed through a Chrome browser. Once Stingray is installed, all users need to do is hover over a link in their email, and Stingray will tell you whether the link is likely safe to click.
We approach this through a stoplight system. Green for go, yellow for caution, and red is full stop. Note that this system works for any emails accessed through a Chrome browser, whether that's Gmail, Outlook, Hotmail, or anything else.
Not everything happens in email. Stingray also checks any sensitive fields like passwords, flagging if we think the website is potentially problematic. Here we see a site that's a little too similar to a Facebook clone. It's been flagged as suspicious. Stingray will stop users from typing in sensitive fields like the password field, since scammers can capture every keystroke.
However, most websites are safe. Here's an example of how a password field will look if Stingray thinks the website is safe. We don't stop users from typing in the password field. This site gets a green light.
Not all attacks happen on your computer. Some of our research has found that vulnerable populations might primarily use phones or tablets as opposed to laptops or desktop computers.
Stingray is working on a mobile version, which is a little more complicated than it might seem. Still, we do want to highlight how our existing tools can help stop phone-based attacks.
Here we see the scammers direct someone to lookstory.biz. Even if the unusual domain name doesn't tip you off to a possible scam, Stingray will be waiting in the browser for when the scammer tries to advance the scam away from the phone. As before, you can see how Stingray flags for the user that the website the texter sent them to is likely a scam. Finally, we'll show you just how quick and easy it is to install Stingray. Go to the Google Chrome store. Then just look for Stingray. This is us. Just maneuver over to the button that says Add to Chrome. One click and it will install on your browser. No fees, no email address, no credit card needed. Stingray is all set up.
Thank you for coming on our Stingray tour.
Stingray Security is now available at stingray.security or on the Google Chrome Store, completely free. Share this with someone you love.